Well, Larry, how can I help you?
Well, Shell, we're going to paint our house this year. We've got a front porch, 1 unit poured cement. They painted over that, and the steps are sloped towards the house.
So you had drainage back into the siding?
Yeah, and it actually did some damage in there. So what I want to do, we have to paint the house this year. I want to fix up the steps first and then paint the steps so it's possibly a nice gray color or something to...
Does the treads run right into the siding, Larry, or is
Right
there a
up against
stringer
it.
against the wall first?
No stringer.
No stringer, so the tread goes right into the wall.
Yeah,
And
the
what
siding
sort
is
of-
actually behind the steps.
Okay, what sort of a slope are we talking about here? Are we talking a slope of what,
Maybe an inch down
about
to
an inch?
nothing.
An inch to nothing to the outside?
Yeah.
When you say the tread goes in and meets the wall, and it goes right in to meet the wall, and the siding comes in and butts to the tread?
No, it looks like they put the siding on and then they poured the steps up against
Or
the
the concrete
siding.
up to it.
Yeah.
Now, where the concrete has settled, is there an actual movement? You can see where the concrete moved that inch?
And dropped away. Not really. I
Not
think
really?
it was a mistake from the beginning.
Okay, and is it bevel siding?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Let me draw you a picture, first of all, to
Okay.
identify the problem. First of all, the vertical line here simulates your house. And off of that, we're going to run, best I can draw here, an angled tread. Up at the top here, we have our landing. And this tread here now slopes into the siding about an inch to
Exactly.
nothing out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to build up that area. But we have to repair the treads first to get the water running the proper way, and that's off the outer edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so sanding everything, treads, risers, the top of the porch slab, get that all prepared, wash it with a cleaning formula, that way it's nice and clean. Now, against the home itself, we want to flash it. Caulking is no good in this area because caulking with the constant moving, heat, cold of the winter months, and it's going to be moving, it's going to break away.
Yeah.
So I always suggest to use a peel and stick product. Peel it off the back. You can bend it to any curvature or any angle that's required. You can heat it with a heat gun or even a simple hair dryer or warm it and make it very pliable. But we want to apply that up against the siding and down underneath where we're going to be putting the layer of concrete that is going to be a seal. And that's going to be a seal
Okay.
no matter what happens. That seal is going to be carried with the actual weight load of the concrete surface as well as the topping cement that we're going to apply.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing we're going to require. Now, once it's in place, you may need some primer as well. There is a primer made for this product that you spray on the siding, spray on the concrete. That's why it's just like vulcanizing a tire. You get a good bind to the concrete and to the wood siding. Once we got that in place, we already have cleaned everything. We've sanded it and cleaned it. Now you can use a Weldbond product, or you can use one of the bond products that is available today for applying over top of a surface in order to put a topping cement on
Okay.
top of concrete. Okay,
Yeah.
you apply that over top of the surface, full strength, either the 5 of water to 1 Weldbond or the bonding material.
Okay.
Once that's done, then take a product called bonded topping cement. Bonded topping cement is good up to about an inch, nothing more than that. Anything more than that, you're going to have to put 2 layers on.
Okay.
Especially when you're going from an inch to 0 on the outside. So take the bonded topping cement, mix that up. Once you've mixed that up and then lay it out, you want it fairly neat. You want to be able to take a handful of it and compress it like a ball and let it go, and it'll remain just as a ball or like an egg.
Okay.
Spread that out on the surface, keeping your
Just
metal.
trowel it?
It's trowel it. Keep patting your trowel to bring the moisture to the top, troweling it out nice and smooth.
Okay.
Once you've got it to the point with a level, because you'll be able to follow the bubble on your level,
Yeah.
that you want just a nice fall to the outside edge that's going to run the water. Once that's all finished in place, it's always nice to take a screwdriver and you can go all the way around the edge and along the wood siding just to give it a point. That way, at least, it's going to be a place for the surface element that you're going to put on it, which is going to be a paint that's going to have a good binding outside edge point.
Okay.
And you can go around the outer edge with a trimming edger tool, and that's
Okay.
a cement finishing tool. Once that's all in place, let it cure for 24 hours. Then we put a solvent sealer. The solvent sealer becomes now a sealant to stop any moisture migration into that bonded topping.
Okay.
Let that cure for 24 hours, and now we're ready to go with the porch and floor acrylic, which is a waterborne product.
Okay.
Whatever color you want, It's just that easy. So you can get at the job now.
Oh, thanks. Yep.
You betcha. Larry.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You bet.